Ladies and gentlemen, stockpiling, hoarding, and panic shopping is back. It's back. And some of the things people are stockpiling up on this time around are a little different from the first time. For example, and I should have known something was going on, I could not find yeast. And a lot of times in the fall and winter months, I do more baking. And I was just looking around for yeast. Locally, I couldn't find any. And I was like, yeast? People are running around and getting all the yeast? So I went online to Amazon and I ordered some. I ordered a box, and that even took nearly 2 weeks to get here. So baking goods apparently is a big thing this time around. And I think it's for two things, y'all. I think it's COVID, which we know is exploding around the country again, and the holidays are coming. So I think a lot of people feel like, well, the holidays are coming, the virus is getting bad, and I don't want to be without, especially, with the biggest holiday seasons of the year for, their Gregorian calendar. I don't celebrate none of their holidays, not anymore. So I guess everybody want to have any goods that they need before the holidays come. So the second food stockpiling wave is here with 3,400%. That is outrageous. 3,400% pantry surge. So they are saying this time around, a lot of the food makers are ready. Everybody was thrown off guard back in March from the big surge in buying of certain goods. American consumers who work their way through the trove of shelf-stable meals, they are frantically at it again, y'all. They are at it again. General Mills, maker of Cheerios and Annie Box mac and cheese, added 45 external production lines through contractors since the first round of pantry loading this spring. Campbell's Soup spent $40 million to expand production of goldfish crackers and is building a capacity for chip brands like Cape Cod. Okay, and then they have other brands here, and the yogurt, Stonyfield Farms, they also stepped up production. American food makers are determined not to get caught flat-footed again. Many companies left sales on the table this spring when they couldn't ramp up production fast enough for the dried pasta, canned soups that the skittish consumers were stockpiling. Food producers also, so they were trying to figure out the best strategy not to let this happen again where shelves were empty. So food producers use a calmer summer to assess the new grocery landscape and rework their strategy. Now, with COVID-19 cases climbing again and big holiday meals are getting closer, investors are waiting to see whether it will be enough. They won't have to wait long to find things, signs pointing to another round of stockpiling already starting. Demand for items like baking goods spiked 3,400% from a year earlier in the 3 weeks through October 13th. Okay. And they're saying that pantry loading has jumped up 6,000%. Damn, 6,000. Woo, people are out here buying their asses off. Okay. So in the last 3 to 4 weeks, we've seen very drastic increases, similar to how we did in the first wave of the pandemic. The fresh pantry loading comes as the US hospitalizations hit a 2 month high last week, and 37 states reported increased numbers. Parts of Europe and Latin America has also seen a rise in cases, while food companies insist they are better prepared than before. Some shortages persist. They sure did. Okay, so Raleigh's West Sacramento based grocer with nearly 130 locations is still only filling an average of 70 to 75% of its orders. That's better than the 40% it was filling at the peak of the pandemic. Uh huh. To keep shelves from looking scarce, Rallies is ordering a more private label brands ahead of an expected rush on the holiday essentials like baking supplies and sauces. It expects the rush to start earlier this year and plans to hold 20% more inventory than normal for some undersupplied categories. There is definitely a lot of hoarding that's being anticipated that's already causing a little strain. The real thick of it is going to be those 10 to 14 days prior to Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think if you wait until then, those of you that like to celebrate those holidays, you're going to be out of luck. Okay, so Albertson, Safeway, Vons, and other grocery chains said the company is stocking up on more Thanksgiving items. It's still difficult to get items like cleaning sprays and wipes, hot dogs, and flour. Really? I mean, I get the cleaning sprays and wipes, hot dogs and flour. Okay. There will be greater demands this holiday season than last holiday season. We're increased in the amount of supplies. The long term hurdle for food companies will be to rebuild inventories that were depleted in the spring. Amid strong sales, the next round of pantry loading may be earlier than last one. So they're saying this is going to happen multiple times. So you got the mad rush coming for Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. And depending on how bad COVID is as we're entering into 2021, it could be multiple times we see people stockpiling over and over and over. Wow. We are pretty much selling everything we can, said Sean Connolly, Chief Executive Office at Healthy Choice. Okay, Healthy Choice. I know what that is. As long as demands are very elevated and there is an additional uptick. So, what I am gathering is they're just letting you know this time around they feel they're better prepared for people coming in there and hoarding up the goods and stockpiling, and they'll be more prepared to fill the shelves up, and there should be less stores with bare shelves like we saw the first time around. You know, everybody was caught off guard in the beginning. Nobody was expecting this COVID, but there were warnings that it could be, as long as you have people traveling from country to country, there's always that great chance they're going to bring something, and that's exactly what happened. But y'all, please tell me what you think. You know what the funny part is, y'all? Some of these people that are telling you it ain't real, it's a hoax, I bet you those are your biggest stockpilers. How much you want to bet on that? Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.